unmuted the wrong thing. Hey, hello. Yes. Yes, I've been looking forward... Well, I've been wanting to do this stream series for a number of years. Oh, shit. And I've been hoping that my potato rig here would be able to handle it when it came out as part of the Master Collection, and after a few tests earlier this afternoon, it looks like it's fine. So yes, that's right. Tonight we've got a very special dual stream. I'm streaming here on Twitch and here on YouTube. Whether that makes any sense will depend on which platform you're on. I might only do this first part in this format. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how well it goes, as a matter of fact. Right. Also, I have turned off all of my donation alerts, barring one. Well, barring two, actually, because one of them was Metal Gear related as well. But I've got one special new £5 and up donation alert, which is in keeping with the theme of tonight's stream, I think. So if you want to find out what that is, go to streamlabs.com/MankPete and chuck us a fiver. And it is yeah. Anyway, so this is Metal Gear Solid 3. Hello there, evening. Hello, evening. How are you, Arms Killer? Hope you're doing well, mate. You've been enjoying this game. I've seen through Steam whilst I've been pottering about, doing other things. Hiya, Deviate. How's it going? We're going to start the game in a few minutes. We'll start dead on 1:15. Why not? Because I'm rolling a cigarette at the minute. How are you all doing? Like I say, the plan is tonight I'm going to definitely get through the Virtuous mission, and depending on how fast see, yeah. DVA earlier confirmed that I am me. He had that we managed to figure that one out. I am me for definite. He popped in the chat and went, "You're you." Yeah, I am. Thanks, TV8. Also, yes, yeah, it is. I would say, I mean, whether or not. Oh shit! Yay for brain farts. Whether or not, you can use keyboard, and yeah, I'm doing that with my keyboard. Whether or not you can do that isn't really the issue. It's how comfortable is the game to play like that. That's why I was bitching and moaning earlier when I was playing Metal Gear 1. That because I haven't quite figured out how to do the fucking keyboard controls on it yet. Apparently it says it's compatible, but who knows? You can, but sensitivity is really slow. Yeah. So I'm going to start in a few minutes. I'm going to be playing this game on hard mode. But I will talk you through a few things as well, especially for you, Arms. You'll throughout the playthrough, I'll give a few tips which I may only apply from hard mode upwards, but they're the kind of thing that would help you on your normal playthrough as well. I think it works like that. I think your health bar. on normal mode, do you start with like an absolutely full health bar, or is it curtailed? Because I've not played normal mode for so long, I've completely forgotten. Right, okay, well, either way, it's just, on hard mode you start off with a really tiny health bar. You've yes, I'm trying to remember where that is now. That's in Rasvet, isn't it? Oh, the health bar's quite small. Right, okay, well, I'll show you a couple of tricks in a bit. Oh, you're still in the Virtuous mission then, because it's not there after the Virtuous mission. Well, there you go then. It's 1:15. Let's start. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with no, you don't, Arms. No. So you get a choice here. I'm playing the Metal Gear series for the first time. I like Metal Gear Solid 1. I like Metal Gear Solid 2. I like Metal Gear Solid 3. If you select I like Metal Gear Solid 2, you get a special one-off cutscene. However, it's just a little bonus extra. You don't really get anything else for it. If you select I like Metal Gear Solid 3, you get a whole bunch of extra camos right at the start of the game. Whole bunch of extra camos and face paint. So we're going to start. I will warn you,
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
What was I about to say then? I was about to say something and I got rudely interrupted by Snake. Now I have volume leveled this, so just let me know if it's a bit loud for you guys.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
Oh yeah, that's it, yeah. Well, as you're about to find out, this game sort of front loads a load of its cutscenes. So there's a lot of cutscenes at the beginning of the game.
You ready to go?
And then they kind of pepper them throughout the game. And then there's quite a few at the end as well.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Holy shit, what's happening to my frame rate?
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Is the stream going a bit funny, guys? If it is, let me know.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
seconds to
Nothing I
drop
can do
off.
for the moment.
Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the alarm model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
The game. Oh, is it right? Has it been streaming completely fine? It's just I'm looking at OBS. It seemed to
Jack,
seemed
I've
to
got
be
some
stuttering a
important
fair
news.
bit.
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it
But
succeeds,
if
we'll
it's
be
just
officially
happening on
organized
OBS,
into a
then
unit.
fine.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right.
One of my streams.
So
up
what
I
exactly
can
is
see it.
this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on
Cheers.
weapons
No,
development.
it was just outright freezing
Sokolov.
occasionally for
Is
me,
he that
so I was
famous rocket
just
scientist?
making
The
sure.
very same. On April the 12th, 1961,
I'll
the
monitor it
Soviets
for a bit.
achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a
could be
success
that.
story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
Like I say, I'm
And
monitoring
for that,
it.
he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also
Running
to be
fine
taken safely
right now.
to the
It's
west.
running perfectly.
We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust.
Good for them.
But in order to get the
Good for them.
Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence,
He was going
he's
to pull
in
out of Cuba and
Selino
leave a sticky mess
place in the
everywhere.
mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Right.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west.
All that ground's coming towards us awfully quickly.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of
Vulcan
tanks.
cannons, of course, they
Even with the
ensure
fuel in
that
the
the
reserve
person
tank, we're
behind the
facing a
cannon
4-hour time
lives long
limit.
and prospers.
If all goes
Hello,
well, it
Box.
shouldn't take
How
more
you
than a
doing?
few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Dude, I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. Just stoked. Stoked to finally get to stream this to you guys. Ooh. Ow. That's no good. Good to hit. Hey. What have you been up to? Anyway. Yeah, if I'd have picked Metal Gear Solid 2 at the beginning, then when I landed I would have had Raiden's mask on. Who's saying fuck around? I missed that entire message because he's trying to tell me there's a friggin' ad break starting. Shut up, phone.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Well, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you,
That's good,
Major?
box.
What should I call
Something you
you?
enjoy, mate.
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission.
There's a couple of
You
years,
must
of
not
course,
be
before
seen by the enemy.
David Bowie.
You must leave no trace of
David
your
Bowie's
presence.
song, Space
Is that
Oddity.
clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox
63.
unit's speciality. In other words, weapons
so,
and
yeah.
equipment are procured on site. That goes for
Space
food as
Odyssey
well.
came out
You're
late
completely
60s.
naked, just as your name implies.
Someone will
Great.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Getting back to the subject.
Hello,
how exactly
Arms.
am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85.
I see, Arms. You were talking about
I'll
the Vulcan
give you a
cannons.
call if I need to
Right.
talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function.
The thing's popped off my screen.
Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Right, gotta go get my backpack. Oh, nothing worse than losing your backpack in the jungle. Right. Oh, shit. Gotta change my camera around, hang on. The fucking survival viewer sometimes takes a decade to open. Not always. There we go. Reverse my camera. I don't know why I went this way. I can't do anything over here yet. Right. I could have picked up, could have picked up some food, but apart from that. There we go.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon,
How can you
it's
see that?
necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right.
I like to think whenever
Survival is
Zero,
fundamental to
Major
this mission.
Zero, or
After you've been out in the
or
field
even
for a while, your stamina will start to
the
drop.
Colonel in
If your
the
stamina
other
gets
games
too low,
says
it'll
things
affect
like
your
that. That
performance.
Snake gets out a
You
little
won't be able to shoot accurately,
little
for
palm
example,
computer.
and
Ah,
your
that's my
wounds won't
survival
heal as smoothly.
viewer.
Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out.
It's the only
To
way it
recover
makes
lost
sense.
stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna.
It's the only way it
You
makes
can
sense.
use either your tranquilizer gun or
Fanny
your
pack.
knife to
Yes,
hunt.
Cryptic.
My
Fanny pack
only weapon
indeed.
is a Mark 22 hush
Fanny
puppy
pack for you
tranquilizer
too.
gun.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now,
it does. Arrow,
you'll have
Big
to
Drop.
find as you go.
I have to find my
Are you
own
ready to
weapons
come
and
adventuring in the
equipment.
jungle
Whose
with me,
crazy
Big
idea
Dro?
was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste.
No.
The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory
Well, to be
is
fair, the
already a
saying
violation
isn't,
of
do
international
snakes shit in
conventions
the
of
jungle?
warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let
He's
the enemy know
he's
you're
over
there.
in Twitch.
This is a stealth
Cryptic.
mission.
I am
You're a
dual
ghost
streaming
snake
tonight.
in
We are
every
live on
sense
both
of the
Twitch
word.
and YouTube.
And there'll be no rescue if you're captured.
Because we're allowed to
the military
again.
and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
And
Then
as
I'll
it's a
just have to
special
take care
occasion.
of myself,
Figured
huh?
why not?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use
That whole
it if you're
bit of
taken
PG
prisoner by the
well, I
enemy.
know.
It'll send you into a state of false death.
But you
for
know
a
what he's
short
like,
time.
Cryptic.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time,
we go.
survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as
If
a
anyone's
medic,
interested, it's over
as well as
20 minutes
recording
now
your
since I
mission
pressed
data.
start game,
There's
and
a
all I've
member
done
of
is climb a
Fox as
tree
well,
and grab me
she's
backpack.
here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you
Oh, I
going to tell
know.
me yours, Mr. Snake?
Shit gets real,
My
arms.
name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
Shit.
After a week,
I
no one
know,
has a name.
I know, Big Dro.
What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission.
Fun fact for
She
you.
and I were at SAS
The boss is voiced...
Jack, is that you? How
The
many
boss
years
is
has it
voiced by Diane, what's her name,
That's
from
right.
Family Guy.
It's me.
Or, well, the actress's real name, Laurie Allen.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top-secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach
She
me.
also voices Mr. Krabs'
No,
daughter in
I taught you
Really?
everything you needed
I've
to
never
know
watched
about fighting
SpongeBob.
techniques. I taught you all
Because
I
I'm a
could.
grown-up, Arms.
The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body
No,
are
Alex
like two
Borstein
sides of a
is
single
the
coin.
woman who does the
They're
voice of
same thing.
Lois.
I can't teach you how
I'm
to
talking about the
think.
newsreader,
You'll just have to figure it out
I
for
can't remember the
yourself.
surname, but
Listen
Diane,
to me, Jack.
the newsreader.
Just because
At Channel
soldiers
9
are on the
News.
same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face
Diane
on the
Simmons,
battlefield.
thank you.
And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends.
Only the
the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun.
All
saying
right,
in the
you're up
Orient,
to that bit, are you,
loyalty
Arms?
to the end.
Arms has
Do you know what it
finished
means?
the mission that I'm
Patriotic.
It
planning-
means
well,
devoting yourself
I'm
to your country.
doing
I follow
tonight.
the president and the top
I
brass.
might take
I'm
it a
ready
little
to
bit
die
further,
for them
depending
if
on how long it
necessary.
takes me to do.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As
At
long
this
as
rate
we
means
have
you've still got
loyalty
at least
to the
another
end,
hour and a half of the
there's
stream
no point
left.
in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission.
Nearly half an hour
right.
since I
Do
started
me
the
a
game,
favor.
What is
and I've
it?
climbed a tree.
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes,
It's good to hear your voice again.
same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for
Because
the
the
past
audience
few
needs
years.
explaining
I'm
to
probably
them
pretty rusty.
as well.
Not to worry.
That's part of the
I'll
reason
be
why he
here to help
repeats
you
everything
remember.
and why
After
people
all, this is your first
repeat an
actual
acronym
survival
and then
mission.
explain what it
I'll be
means all the
supporting you
time
over
in
the
these
radio.
games.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio
FBI,
aboard a
yes, the
permit-class submarine in the
FBI,
Arctic
the
Ocean.
Federal Bureau
My
of
frequency
Investigation.
is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Right.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Joke's on everyone, I got a sweet bandana. Doesn't do what you think it does. Though, Arms Killer, doesn't do what you think it does.
Commencing
Not
the
yet,
Virtuous
anyway.
mission now.
Here we go. Now the game started. Let's sort my camouflage out first. Right, that's woodland and Flecton. What, make me look cool? Well, yeah, that. But also, it's not the infinity bandana. You is the big... Ah. Alright. We go backwards first, because... might as well get all the frogs in the Virtuous mission, so that if I don't get them all in this playthrough, I don't have to worry about the... This tree is always a pain in the arse to get back under. There we go. Hello, Kershaw. How you doing? That tree is always a bitch to get back under. It's ridiculous. Sometimes you'll just get under it straight away. Other times, like you just saw, you're at the mercy of whether or not the game wants you to get under it or not. Right. I'm not gonna need any of this food. In this opening part of the game. I don't know why I'm bothering. Right. However, do need to shoot that frog. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Also, viewers over on YouTube, can you let me know if my Streamlabs bot is doubling up on its commands? It shouldn't be. But I've just looked over and I've just seen the same one in there twice. I don't know when it posted that. Just let me know if it's posting the same thing twice. One after another. Oh, right, okay. It just must have been, there must have been a bit of a gap, and the timer interval on it ran into itself. I thought it was double posting again. God, that was it did that ages ago. Right, yeah, cheers. Yeah, the timer's overlapped, that's all. It's fine. There he is. So those frogs I'm shooting, they are there are 64 of those frogs hidden in this game. If you shoot all 64 in one playthrough, you earn the keratin rank, and it gives you the stealth camouflage. "58 of the frogs are quite easy to shoot, are relatively simple to find. It's just simply spot it, shoot it. The last 6, however, There are 6 of them, however, which are... I haven't even got them in my PlayStation 3 playthrough.
Major, I've spotted
They're
2
that
enemy
much of a
soldiers.
bitch, because they all take
Probably
place in...
KGB troops
they all
sent to
turn
guard
up in
Sokolov.
on-rails sequences,
AK-47.
which literally you have
Grenades.
one chance, a couple of seconds in which to hit it.
Snake, your presence
And
in
in some
Soviet
cases, you
territory
won't
is
even know
already a
you've hit it.
violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American
not.
government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This
You'll only
is
know
a
if you
stealth
get the
mission.
achievement and the
Got
rank.
that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage.
And now, over
Change
to Tom
your
Tucker.
camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer.
Yes, I've already done that.
The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead,
There might
you
be
should
some
be able to
standing
sneak
around
by
and-
without being noticed.
Running around like an idiot at some points.
You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
The Frog Whisperer. Ironically, actually, Box, quite early on in the game, in the main mission, in the Snake Eater mission, there's you can find a camouflage which alerts you when you're near one of the frogs. The only problem with it is it also alerts any nearby enemies. Got ya.
Who was that?
Right, I've just got seconds to take this dude out now. Alright, I've got maybe longer than I thought.
What's wrong?
I've even got time to miss him a couple of shots. Yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna shift everything around a bit anyway. I've switched most of that stuff off. Whoa! Jesus!
I camouflaged my bum and was laying down in the jungle. An alligator got on top of me and corkscrewed me. I now walk with a gap and wear assless chaps.
Thank you very much, Big Joe, for the £5 donation. You and your assless chaps, Big Dro. Right, there's a dude over here somewhere.
Something there?
Yep. Oh, he was well camouflaged. There's a frog up there as well, but if I shoot it, that dude up there is going to hear it. He won't now because he's asleep. It's got the stereo panning in this game. It's quite good. So normally, ATC. Normally, when I'm streaming, I only wear one earphone. I only have one earphone over my ear because otherwise I feel like I'm shouting at you. Because I can't hear what's going on around me, I shout to compensate. But can't do that with this game. Because I need to be able to hear both sides of the stereo field. Yeah, I know, Cryptic, he said it. Clearly said Big Dro donated £5 to tell us about his assless chaps. Oh, war crimes incoming! Alright, Arms, here's a tip for you. The thermal goggles. May be pretty useless in the daytime when you can clearly see things. However, because of the way this game, because of the mechanics in this game, and the way the aiming is sorted, it gives you a little crosshair. On my monitor, it's actually really hard to see, but yeah, which makes you a bit less accurate than normal. I could have shot that. In fact, I know, what a time, eh? It was it Big Dro? Was it your imposter? Down a bit. Hey, and there's one more. Shit, he's gone behind the tree. Right, where's that? And there's the frog. You can't hear the frog from over here, so. There we go. Ass full of I know, right? I know, right, Cryptic? Big Dro has an ass full of chaps. Or at least that's what he's just told us. Oh, come on. Fuck this bridge. Okay, where's that other dude now? Yeah, he's over there. Where I'm about to go, but yeah, you are right, by the way, Arms. Yeah, the I've nearly buggered that. Got it though. If I'm honest, it was the Mark 22 bullets I was mostly after. Mind the gap. Yep. There. Got you. Nah, I'm not going to need to eat anything. Arrow Kev, how you doing? Watching while cooking. Nice. I'm going to eat a snake in a minute.
I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
6 enemies there, if I remember correctly.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory.
Narrative
be
magic.
Holding him in a room in the
Narrative
northeast
magic.
section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. And do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Fine. Right. Furthest away out. Shit. That's better.
What's wrong?
Oh, I did a fuck up. Oh, it's you!
The enemy! He's here!
The nebulous enemy. We have no idea who he is, but he's here. That's better. That is much better. I'm best off waiting till I've met Sokolov before I go for the frog. See how quick Snake gets changed? My aim's a little off today. Right. Much. Hey. Oh, if things get shit, then yeah, if things turn dodgy, then yeah, I'm gonna go guns blazing. But I'm gonna try and be as sneaky and stealthy as I can. And yeah, you're right, much nicer graphics. We get quite a long cutscene now, so put your feet up, chaps.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word.
So yeah, by the way, this is, just a reminder, this is the very first story in the Metal Gear timeline.
Who's they?
This is the very earliest point in the whole saga.
You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
So
He's a member of
therefore,
the army's
no
extremist
prior knowledge
faction,
required
the
for
man
this
who
game.
seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite
How
resistance
Snake,
and criticism from hawks in the army and
how
the
Big
provincial
Boss
authorities,
Big
Khrushchev
Boss
has
became
managed
Big
to
Boss.
suppress the opposition
Really?
so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Lots of close.
Precisely.
Yeah.
In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
I
need that many
did
men
something
just
similar
to keep me
a few years
inside.
ago. Played through
Their
every
orders
single one of
were to
them.
prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love
forgot
for this
about that,
place.
yeah.
Let's go.
I'm doing that. Sorry.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
No one spotted me.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Yeah. The fuck does he think he's doing? That's right. If anyone jumps out at me, I'll Hadouken them.
Freeze!
Yeah, box. Right, hang on. Let me check this.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
fast.
Oh no. I just saw the frame rate dip in OBS, but I checked my my little
What's a Gru
my
soldier
phone
doing
where
here?
I'm playing the stream back to myself, and it's fine.
Soldier?
I was unnecessarily worrying, it seems.
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Ocelot.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Oh, but that wouldn't happen, bots, because this Ocelot knows what he's doing with guns. Definitely knows what he's doing with guns, this Ocelot. He's not about to have his arse handed to him. At all. That made me jump, that. I forgot about that last gunshot.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Oh, the music in this is awesome! Oh, look. This is probably my favourite score out of all of the Metal Gear games. It's this one.
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Told you, he knows his guns, does Ocelot.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Alright, the audio's got a little bit low bit right now, but I don't know if that's always been like that or not. Because this is the first time I'm playing this game where I can clearly hear like all of the music and all of the little bit. It's the first time I've ever played this game with headphones on, is what I'm saying. So I can hear all the little nuances. Hey, Big Dro using the toilet paper. Is that to wipe away Ocelot's tears? No, Foxy did. Not Uni Foxy.
You ejected the
Urbana
first
Fox
bullet
did.
by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique.
And I've got some stickers on Twitch that were drawn by Lulu,
You were asking to have your
some
gun
drawn by
jammed on you.
Socky.
Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist
But
your
that
elbow
toilet,
to
that
absorb
toilet
the
roll,
recoil.
that's my creation. I did that.
That's more of a revolver technique.
You
filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yes, I know.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Right. Alright, two things. First of all, I'm going to take a very deliberate game over now. Just to show you something. Did I? Yep. Hang on a sec. There we go. Got it. We're going to completely fuck up the canon of these games now. Where have you gone? There you are. Ocelot. Goodbye.
You've created a time paradox. Snake, you can't go changing the future like that.
Just had to. I'll grab the shotgun anyway. Right. I'm going to lose it in a few seconds, but I'll grab it. As well as all the other lovely items around here. I'm also, because the cutscenes are camouflage sensitive, going to change out of that ridiculous attire. Let's go for something a bit cooler. Well, a bit, right. I played through this entire opening to the game earlier this afternoon. I didn't realise that Ocelot would go flying that far when I hit him with the shotgun. No, yet. There will be later. Anything around here? Or I think that it spawns later. Motherfucker. Exactly. Right. Right, I can put the controller down again for about 20 minutes. In a second. Here we go.
okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup
So
we
yeah,
can ask for.
the opening nearly... Well, it equates to an hour and a half, this opening bit of the game. Probably.
That's what they were making you build.
Yes.
Probably played for... well, actually, I can tell you, it's 20 minutes.
Capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating...
It gets a... The cutscene to gameplay ratio shifts later on in the game.
Is that
but
thing finished?
for the opening, it's...
No, this is only the end.
There's a lot of
Phase
talking.
1.
There's an awful lot of talking.
It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Streamlabs bot
Yes.
is going bananas.
And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
Remind me, when I regain control, I need to alt-tab. I won't do it in
choice
cutscenes.
but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America. Quickly! They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Here we go. Oh, will they make it across the bridge, guys? Oh, it's tense. Why I'm doing that. Also, I haven't drawn attention to this, but oh no, shit! I might have the year wrong. I might have the year off by a factor of 1 pence. But yeah, my donation goal I've set. I don't expect to reach it, but I've just set it at 1963. I think this is 1964. Damn it! I should have thought that through.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Not the bees! Now the hornets.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more.
Oh, welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
I just get really super absorbed back into the story in this
It's
during the
raining
cutscene,
blood.
so apologies for my silence and quietness.
Is he crying?
Kuwabara.
It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Vulcan.
Boss, what is this?
I'm
I
defecting to
know.
the Soviet Union.
I know, Millie.
Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
Texas File, DeviantArt, Reddit, Twitter, Tumblr.
These will make a fine gift for me.
Big Dro's Google search history. Who
is
knows?
he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Shouldn't have brought a toy gun with you on a mission. That will happen. Oh. Oh, come on, Snake. You're not going to get your ass kicked by a girl, are you? Oh.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
Shocking.
Jack, you can't come with us.
Oh, I felt that.
The new blood has been rejected.
He was ever in the running, to be fair.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
What do you mean, here comes the meme box?
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Jesus Christ, answer the phone, Snake! Fucking hate that. Just answer your damn phone.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Well, she hits his... right.
Major.
Right, I've not seen any of those.
She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
You mean like the goat
Open the
meme?
survival viewer with the start
screaming
button.
goat meme and that.
If you select Cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is
Or
divided
Lloyd's
into
most
treatment
annoying
using
sound in the
medicine
world
with
from
the
Dumb and
item
Dumber.
window button, and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
The thing is, right, there's a tiny little exploit in this system, which
Go into the survival
I'm not
viewer
going
and
to
treat those
do it
wounds.
this time because it doesn't make a difference when you do the tutorial healing. But I'll show you when we get into the main game. Have a look over at the little skeleton. That's over in the corner there. That's our friend, that is. Alright, let's do it. Right, so it's a cut. So suture. Right, with these it doesn't matter what order you do them in either. Cut, suture, styptic, disinfectant. Cut, suture. Disinfectant, cryptic. Broken bone. That's gonna need a splint and a bandage. Cut again, suture, bandage, disinfectant, and a cryptic. And again, broken bone, splint, and a bandage. Some of you over on Twitch are about to get an ad break. Or are in the middle of an ad break. Unless you're subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, why not? I'm joking, by the way.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Is it shaped like Mickey Mouse? I want a balloon shaped like Mickey Mouse. Oh, there's the skeleton. I want a Mickey Mouse balloon. No, I said I want balloon, not hecalopters. What the fuck am I on about? Lost my mind, guys. He's still alive. I can sense his presence. That's got to be a reference to The Empire Strikes Back, hasn't it? Very likely that's a reference to The Empire Strikes Back, that bit there. You can't lose something. Yeah, that's true, TC. That's very true. Can't lose what I didn't have in first place. Told you this went on for some time, didn't I?
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who's the girl? Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Yeah, I don't see it. He's punching well above his weight.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
Wait a second.
She has spunk.
Wait a second. Somebody said an initialism then, and it didn't get explained.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Kojima's slacking.
Perhaps we should. We have no further use
What
for
does
Sokolov's
KGB mean?
I think it's time I gave this man
I know what the KGB is. I don't know what the letters KGB stand for.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Oh, that felt bad. I'm rolling a cigarette, right, and I've put my controller down, and it's not to get too crass and base, but it's surprisingly close to my groin, and it just vibrated when he fired the rocket. Then. Like a little upper thigh massage. Why do I tell you these things? Joystick. I know, Kev. Why do I tell you that shit? Right. And literally the first time I've saved in this entire game. Arms Killer must be shitting himself. I've been playing the game for nearly an hour and a half and I haven't saved once. And I'm going to save over the save file that I did this afternoon. Yeah, look at that. The difference. 19 minutes, right? Off stream when I was running through it this afternoon, I was skipping all the cutscenes. 19 minutes. Watching all the cutscenes, 1 hour 23. Fucking hell. Here we go. I technically should talk through this. I should talk through this sequence because we're on YouTube and I might get clapped for it. So I'm going to try and talk as much as I can. I'll occasionally let you hear the awesome song or the annoyingly low bitrate. I've noticed that's really low quality compared to the rest of the audio. Oh, that's annoying me. Normally, shit like that I can deal with, but because I've got headphones on, it's really obvious. That's got to be... Yeah, the fourth one, yeah. Oh no, not finished the game. That was the prologue, Kev. That was the prologue. And given the time, I will actually do a bit of the... we'll actually start the main mission tonight as well. But yeah, that's right. The ending to the fourth one is... yeah, just over an hour and 40 minutes, yeah. Jesus. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest continuous cutscene. Because the entire ending sequence for Metal Gear Solid 4 actually clocks in at almost 2 hours, I think. Yeah, it goes a little bit longer, but that's the longest continuous cutscene in video game history. Only Kojima. I might be right on that, I might be wrong. As usual, guys, when I say these things... I am open to being corrected. If you're watching this on playback on YouTube, please correct me if I'm wrong. Also shout at me for talking over the theme tune, but I kind of have to. I really don't want to get... I don't want to risk getting struck. I wouldn't mind getting... Well, I say I wouldn't mind, as if I'm begging for it to happen. I mean, it's not so bad if it's just a content ID. Or a claim. But if I get struck, then... bollocks.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems.
Annoyingly low bitrate.
No gusts. Yeah. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around.
Even the M4A file that came with the bonus material for this collection was better quality than that. And that's 128 kilobytes a second. That must have been like 96.
This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one
No.
step ahead of the hounds.
Oh, I haven't got
The
the
reason I
soundpad
came to
open,
see you
otherwise I'd have
today,
played Lara Croft going,
Jack,
no.
it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuba. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
We want to talk to you about the
It
extended
was a
warranty
hotline
on
call
your
from
car.
Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus,
right.
OKB-754,
When I get
was
control of the game
destroyed
again, can
in a
someone
nuclear
remind me
explosion.
to,
At about the same time, our anti-aircraft
if not switch
radar
off,
picked
then
up
do
a
something about that
that
disclaimer?
appeared to come from one of your
Because it's popping up far too frequently.
Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice
I've never
but
seen
to
it
order
pop
the
up this
military
frequently
to
before.
maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin?
Volgin.
Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature
It
nuclear
does.
shells
You're right. It
along
does.
with her.
Arms.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
afraid
she did.
so.
Just
I
tiny
believe
ones,
they
though.
were
Just
a
really
gift for her
tiny
new
nuclear
host.
shells.
The Davy Crockett atomic
I wouldn't
battle
worry about
delivery
it.
system was completed 2 years ago. Serious problems were found with the launcher's
They're like
range
desk
and
ornaments,
precision.
really.
Although they were mass-produced, they've never been
They
deployed.
just have a payload that could level a small village.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
She wanted a
So,
memento.
The boss, with Colonel
And the
Volgin's
souvenir
help,
shop was shut.
stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week You must catch the boss yourselves and recover
1
the remaining
week.
nuclear device. Then you must
That means
find
we've
some
only
way
got-
to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Oh, my watch
Yes,
stopped.
preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government.
I know. I know.
Week. You have only 1 week, and if it is not too
About
much to ask,
like the
do
history
something about
of
Volgin as
the
well.
Cold War and that, but every time I
is
hear
that
Brezhnev,
Nothing means
the
nothing.
Pink Floyd song just jumps into my
Call
head.
it a modest gentleman's agreement.
Get your filthy hands off my desert. Brezhnev took
What if
Afghanistan.
we can't prove our innocence?
I'm begging to be
I will
rude.
be unable to restrain the military. I
God,
will be ousted,
yeah.
and they will seek
Suck
their
the
revenge.
Union Jack.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I know,
The
right?
disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Anyone would think he was a hero or something, Arms.
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
Well,
Put it
think
simply, in order to avoid a full-scale
about the
nuclear
state
conflict,
that
we have to
Solid
prove that
Snake is
America was not
in
involved that explosion.
Metal Gear Solid 4. He's basically just been poured into that sneaking suit.
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable.
He's
of
just
pulling
basically
this
just a bag of bones and
off.
sinew
You
at
are her
that
last
point.
apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both. Be 16.
Yeah.
Are the Russians going to be helping
Yeah,
us?
Box, you're right.
The KGB
Also-
has promised to lend us one of their communications.
Snake's got a
satellites
little,
so that you and I can talk to each
little
other.
encouragement in his
That's
little
it.
ship.
They've also
here.
put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders.
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. I've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Just an idea, Kojima. Just an idea. But cool sequences like that would make for great gameplay. Imagine a little mini game where you've got to control this thing and eject at the right time. Twitch chat and streams seem to be having a few crashes. Not on my end, but right. Is Twitch fucking up a bit, guys, for you? Or is it just for Millie? Fair enough. Fair enough, Deviate.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far
fair
off
enough.
target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss?
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in the Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels that was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make
what's
sure.
weird, Millie,
In fact,
is
I even
that
ordered the actual
disclaimer
film from the movie company.
In fact, all the
it doesn't
timed
sound
messages
like the
in
greatest name to use.
all the timed messages
So what
in
should
my
I
chat
call you?
are programmed to go off when the chat
let's
is
just
active.
use 0, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major 0 it is.
I don't
we'll
understand
start over
it.
from square one.
From square 0.
And YouTube
My
chat's been
frequency
practically
is
dead.
140.85. Oh,
It might be
I
because
almost
I'm
forgot.
dual streaming, I
Paramedic
don't
is
know.
with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission.
Oh, good, because I can remember that.
145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same. 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint.
We'll have a chat with
Got
him in
it.
a minute.
Adam,
Just so
your
I
KGB contact,
get
is
the,
waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same
Frequency.
factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam
I've actually
first.
already
He's
forgotten
cleared the
it.
way
Yeah.
for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is
141.48, wasn't it?
Who are the Patriots? And Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent. To the Khrushchev regime, at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
He said it. He said the thing. Right. Oh no, see, right, okay, fine. Right. Just give me a second here, fellas. I say fellas. Box is here as well. I'm kidding, Box. Just let me fix the bot thing. There it is, CloudBot. timers. Which one is it? Disclaimer. I'll just increase the numbers. It should pop up more, less frequently, even. Right. Ree! Yeah, you're right to ree. You ree away, box. Right. Right now, let's have a chat with Sigint.
Yo! You're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
My stream just got a bit weird.
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field, just send me a message and ask. Later.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Just looking at my I'm looking at the YouTube preview. It's gone to 144p. Someone watching over on YouTube tell me if it's done the same for you. 'Cause it shouldn't be at that. It should be at least 720. That's what I broadcast at. That's weird. Might just be at my end. Might just be on my phone. Killed a frog. Speaking of frogs, where's the keratin again? Oh yeah, it's further up there. Right, first things first. Where the fuck is my Twitch app? There it is. Let's see what the stream's looking like on Twitch. So if it's looking fine on there, then it's just fine, and my phone's been a bit of a pain. Yes, I know I'm live. Thank you. Come on. Come on, lad. Show me. Show me my own stream. Cheers, Kev. Cheers. Thanks. That's saved me a bit of time, actually. I'm going to lose this gun in a second, but not before I shoot this. Not before I kill Kermit. I'm going to Kermit murder. Oh, I'm funny. I'm funny. Right. Let's get camouflaged up first. Woodland. Flectarn. Right. That pun was no fun. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? I really committed to that. Yeah, I did. I did. Right. I'm going to start needing food now, so... Let's kill some wildlife, guys! Oddly enough, as well, you can actually play this game as a vegetarian, only eating the mushrooms and the like calorie mate rations and that. It's a lot harder, but yeah, it is possible. Some people do it as a challenge run. I might do that one day. Karma would love this. Yeah. Perfectly possible and feasible to do.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
No, Kev, I'm a vegetarian.
What are you doing
only eat
here?
veg. Right. I'm also secretly, I haven't mentioned this, but I am secretly going for an achievement this playthrough. I might have got it, I might not have.
Go home.
I think if I've missed it already. Oops.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I'm not your boss anymore. I got
There's
moved
no
to a
need
different
to prove
department.
that you're virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
Oh, right. Yes! Right, got it.
The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Soft rage quit. Fuck the Ocelot unit, I refuse to kill them.
Why'd you defect?
I love that this game does that to people.
I'm loyal to
You know,
the
a lot of
end, to
people,
my
they'll just go,
purpose.
right, just kill everything.
What about you,
Guns
Jack?
blazing, everything dies. But no, this
What's it going
game
to be?
makes you want
loyalty
to
to
do
your country or loyalty to
like
me? Your country
stealth
or your
or,
old mentor? The mission or
non-lethal
your
runs.
beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either.
Oh yeah, right.
You
After
know
this,
me
I'll
too
explain. I'll explain the little exploit you can do with healing injuries.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Just look at that bandana. Looks awfully familiar, Snake.
If we meet again, I'll kill you.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Now, go home.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to
You were
hell.
what by the
It's
what?
up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I know, right?
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
There is, of course, a way around it. Oh, shit. Right, this way. So if we go backwards a bit.
What the hell is this?
Oh my god. They've seen the drone. No, don't go there. This way's safer. Get off the wall, you divvy. What are you doing? Right. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Going back here to pick up a couple of things. This is where we started the Virtuous mission. This fucking tree. Right. I'm gonna kill a bunny rabbit. There's a snake there, isn't there? I'm having that. Equip my grenades. Hopefully, I'm going to be a little bit more careful with the grenades than I was when I was pissing about off air earlier. Oh. No. Back this way. I forgot something. I'm gonna try and get all the frogs, but if I forget or I miss one, de nada. I know where most of them are. Chaff grenades, they're almost useless for most of the game. They only really become useful toward the end. Like literally in the last hour or two of the game. Shit! Right. We'll try that again. Because I really don't want to have to come all the way back here. Yes! Right. Okay, I can't show you the curing exploit until I've become injured. But you see how Snake's life bar is at the moment roughly half of his stamina bar. Unless you get injured, it stays like that throughout the whole game. But I've got a leech. I've got a golden leech. Meat bollocks. Yeah. Oh, actually, I can't remember if there's anything up there. I'm gonna go look. Yeah, that's right. Crawl backwards. We'll see if... Because I can't exactly remember where all the flora and fauna are, so... Is there anything up here worth grabbing? No. No. I see. No stamina runs actually look quite fun. I've seen people do it. It looks relatively easy as well. Alright. I know what I'm not gonna do this time. I did this afternoon. I'm certainly not gonna go for the frog that's in the next screen just yet. I will go back for it. I'll get that frog, however, so I don't have to go that far back. Have I got another leech? Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry, just replying to a message. Ah, one of the big quests. Ah. Right. No, I'm fine. It's a good idea to change up my camouflage a bit. That'll do for now. Oh, I did not fucking see him. But neither did he see me. Oh, there's nothing in my log. Oh.
Huh? What's that sound?
Stay still.
I think I saw something.
Just a snake.
Who was that?
Literally.
Who's that?
Oh, slam him! You can put your knife away. There we go. Got Dolly Fortnite next, haven't we? So. Pray no one. Shit. Went the wrong way. Right, I've just got to play it cautiously for a bit. Just, how did you manage that? How did you manage that one, Kev? Have you been reading the Book of Lulu?
HQ? HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
I should imagine it would.
That's tasty.
4. It's 4 where he does the weird humping the ground floor. Crawl. Right, okay, I figured out why the bot seems to be active in YouTube chat when no one's talking. It's because you're talking over in Twitch. Figured it out. Mystery solved. Fucking stay like that. Yeah, no, it's because don't forget the camera. I can do it with this, really. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, it just clicked. You mean the one that's under the bridge? The Red Hot Chili Peppers camo. I don't ever wanna feel.
Who's that?
Fuck off. Oh!
HQ respond.
Right, I've been injured, so I can show you this in a sec. Really could have done with keeping those, but whatever. Right, okay, I've been injured. Yeah, I figured that, Arms. Right. So, I've got a gunshot wound and a cut, right? So, to heal gunshot wounds, you need to extract the bullet. Use styptic to stop the bleeding. Disinfect the wound and then put a bandage on it. However, I'm just going to pull the bullet out and leave the rest of it. Now, for the cut, it's disinfect it, styptic, bandage, and suture. I'm just going to stop the bleeding. I'll tell you for why in a sec. In fact, you might, if you look at the very top of the screen. I don't think you'll see it on the size of that screen, but... Right, you heard that? That was my maximum health increasing. My maximum health has increased by a couple of like a couple of pips, if you like. Now, what I can do as well, I'm going to get out of this area. I'm going to go back into Rasvet because there are no enemies in Rasvet now. On your return. Taking a mushroom with me now. Yeah, there are no enemies in Rasvet now. Well, at least there shouldn't be. Nah, there isn't. Right. What I'm going to do very quickly is just have a wander around, pick up some stuff. Keep an eye on the time. It's 9:30, isn't it? I might, because there's a forced save point here, I might end it after that. And we'll pick it up there. Right, so I've now actually got a gun. I could... Oh, I don't know. I don't think... Right, okay. Yeah, because you can't go back to those areas to get... Do you know what? I'm just going to leave the... I'm going to leave those particular frogs this time. So I'm going to... Once I finish this playthrough on this save, I will do a New Game Plus on this save anyway. I'll pick them up then. So I won't be getting the keratin this time. Yeah, as it's nearly 9:30, I'm going to end it after this cutscene. And then when I pick up this game, again... We shall carry on. This is quite a long cutscene anyway. Like I say, it has a forced save point. Well, it doesn't force you to save, it just prompts you to. Let's get the mine detector. And the thermal goggles. They're going to be really handy. Right, here we go. This is going to be it. After this cutscene, when it gets to the save point, I'm going to end. Oh.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Trapped?
Get down!
Who says that? No, not just you. Not just you, Millie. Everyone's. Because the Twitch chat is active. It's the bot is putting the timed comments in. But because I'm streaming on 2 platforms, it's putting them in both chats.
The name's Eva.
You're welcome, lads. Pervy snake. Yep.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer, The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
Hey.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you?
Yeah, Millie.
Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then?
Yes. He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear.
From the rear.
First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north
really, Kev?
a large crevice. Descend into that area and you'll reach a cave.
Oh,
Move
by
through
burning.
the cave and you'll arrive at a
I thought you'd set fire to your garden.
After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse.
Burning
and you'll come
decking.
out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
Blame the finger. Yes. So I don't know. I don't know what this was about.
Right, let's get going.
But
Wait
I
a
saw
minute.
on Twitter before.
What now?
Fingered
You must be tired.
was getting was trending.
I'll be fine.
I didn't look into it because I was busy, but I just glanced over. I saw the trending topics.
You'll never make it in your
Fingered.
condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information. Nothing more. You look disappointed. All right, then. I'll do something special for you.
Hey, lads! Hey!
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Oh.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the
think?
game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah.
When you've got multiple broken bones and you've had a nuclear bomb go off in your face, it's best to sleep it off. So yeah, I'm going to save here. I'm going to save it. I'm going to skip the cutscene straight after it because it'll play again when I start the next stream. Right. Skip. Right, that's where we're going to end. So, that was part 1 of Snake Eater. Don't know what happened to my voice there. That was part 1 of Snake Eater. Stop doing that. Right, okay. Right. He also survived Bikini Atoll. Bikinis. Right. Let's have a look over at Twitch. Alright, let's have a look and see who's live on Twitch. We'll raid someone. Actually, if I've got the restream thing on, it makes it a bit more complicated. I'm gonna leave it at that. Actually, we'll just leave it here. I might not stream tomorrow. Probably won't. However, I'll be back later this week with either more of this or something else. I might ration this to like once a week. I mean, I'm going to be playing it off air anyway, but you know. All right. Next stream as well. I'm not going to dual stream the remaining parts of this. So if you are watching this on YouTube, what I'm gonna do for the remainder of this playthrough, I will stream them live over on Twitch, and then straight after I've done the stream, I will export it to this channel and I will make it a members only video for a week, and then I'll make it public. So if you miss me live on Twitch and you wanna follow this playthrough, then become a channel member and you get to see the next part a week before I make it public. You also get access to other members only videos and exclusive emotes in the chat, similar to being a subscriber here on Twitch. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I'm so glad I get to stream this game to you guys. This is easily my favourite game of one of my favourite gaming franchises, and I'm so happy I get to share this game with you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace out, peace off, and goodbye.